Okay, let's take a look around this 65 plate Land Rover Defender 110 2.2 TDCi XS station wagon 7-seater, finished in Santorini black. I think this is a one owner car, this one. I need to check the history on it, but I think it's a one owner car, but I will confirm that in the description. 23,000 miles I think from memory, so nice low mileage example. Nice high spec on this one as well. It's got a full length Hannibal roof rack on it. It's got a worn M8000 winch, which we haven't tested, but everything is there. There's no reason to assume it doesn't work, and it's all tucked away behind the bumper. It's got the optional factory Defender soft front A-bar on it. Checker plate kit, matching set of Continental cross contact tyres on boost alloys, as it should. Being an XS, it's obviously got quite high spec anyway. The full length XS side steps. It's also got mud flaps all round. What else do we have? Internally it's pretty standard, apart from it's got the upgraded, it's got the glove box built into the dash, which is sort of an aftermarket accessory. Around the tail end it's got rear work light, rear access ladder for the Hannibal roof rack, and a bowler style, I don't know if it is a genuine bowler, but it's a bowler style rear step. It says HSX on there. Not seen one of those before. Rear step that sort of wraps around the toe pack, quite nicely done actually. NAS bowler style. Adjustable toe pack on it. That's about it in terms of its spec, but rather nice in Santorini black. We've just given it a good wash, so there will be some watermarks here and there on it. Let's go around and pick out some good bits and bad bits. Really not much in the way of bad bits to talk about. Around the front end, the winch, what do you call that bit? Halyard, I can't remember what it's called. Fairlight, has started to go a bit rusty. Disappointing given its age, but sometimes these aftermarket parts aren't quite as well put together. Paint on the bonnet is pretty good. Is that a scratch there? Yeah, small scratch there just on the bonnet edge. This is just some dust because it's a bit dusty here today, but small scratch just there on the bonnet edge. Looking down the near side front wing, it all looks pretty straight down there, except I can see a very faint depression just there on the near side front wing. Hasn't broken the paint, but it is obviously slightly adrift from the arch. I would imagine that's been done subsequent to delivery. Let's have a look down here. There's a tiny bit of scuffing on the arch lip and a tiny bit of paint loss just on the very edge of the arch lip there, so I guess it's had it's brushed against something and it's just kind of pushed this line in very slightly. The paint isn't broken on the wing itself. You can see from there it doesn't look dented or anything. Aside from that, looking down the sides, straight as a die, very good. Even on a 65 plate one, you still get a little bit of bubbling here and there, including up there on this one. And as the screen blocks, even on a one that's what, four and a half years old, and it's done 23,000 miles, the screen blocks are bubbling up. Luckily you can replace those quite easily with the TND ones, which are quite nice. Near side front door, all as it should be. Obviously, being a 15 plate one, it's got the later doors on it. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, it's also got the dark Alcantara headlining in this one, which is quite nice. And that's all in good shape. Seats, fine. Yeah, you've got the flip up glove box lid on this one. This one's fully matted rather than carpeted. They'd stop fitting carpets by this age unless you specified them. Much better having mats in rather than carpets, in my opinion. Near side rear door, all fine there. And then here, back doesn't, because it's ever really been sat in there. Near side rear wing, that's just a bit of straw. I'll show you briefly under here. There's not an awful lot of point in looking under the chassis on one at this stage. Apparently the 4x4 specialist that's looked after it recently did fully wax oil it last year. I don't think we've got a bill for that though, but they did fully wax oil it when it came to them. But you'll have to trust me on that, or not, as the case may be. Near side rear wing, near side door and everything. Around the back here, it's all as it should be. Let's have a quick look inside here. There's your extra seats that all fold up the way they should. It's also got a full set of excuse me, well I presume it's a full set of Land Rover seat covers, and they're proper Land Rover branded ones as well. Whether it's for all 7 seats I couldn't say, but there's certainly a big selection of seat covers in the back of it. Rear door card has got a chunk missing out of it just there. Obviously had something in the boot that's a bit harder than the door card when they've closed it. And looking down the offside, again as it should be really down there. Got a slight blemish just on the very arch lip just there, the offside rear arch, and a sort of a double swirl mark just there on the offside rear wing, which may polish out actually, in fairness. It's just a slight swirl. Again, I will show you briefly under the back end. As I say, at 2015 and 22,000 miles, you shouldn't really be expecting other than what you can see. No horrors. Offside rear door, all as it should be. And in here, that's just a couple of watermarks on the seats. It's not stains, it's just where we've just given it a wash and some water splashed on the seat. That's what a Defender's for. Offside front door, we've got a tiny parking dink just there, which is taking a chip out of the paint just there. Offside front wing, a couple of minor scratches up here. Obviously black does show every mark. That's not a scratch, that's just a watermark. That's a scratch there. Very faint scratch in the eyebrow. Scuttle corner, there's some watermarks on it, but no more than that really. And inside here, driver's seat's all in good shape. Dash is all as it should be. There you have it. So yeah, proper 65 plate, 7-seater with low mileage. My name is Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495, or you can go to our website, which is www.moto-drome.com.